YouTube, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best Warlock build for Destiny 2 Arc 3.0. Now this build is going to be great for DPS, it's also going to be good for ad clear, and great stuff like that. Anyways though, for the build, ideally, you're going to want something that's an Arc special weapon. Now, obviously, you're going to need to really think here. If you go to Arc, things like, let's see, we got Cold Heart. Obviously Cold Heart and stuff like that isn't ideally, good for DPS and stuff like that, but as just an example, we'll take Cold Heart. Anyways, I'll show you guys my aspects, fragments, exotics, and stuff like that, just so that, I can cover that so that you guys aren't confused in any way. But this build's gonna be with, Cold Heart, just as an example. Obviously, you can use other things like that. You don't need just, Cold Heart. Obviously anything else really works, but we're just gonna be using an Izaluna with Cold Heart, and yeah. Alright, so for starters, I'm gonna go back to Orbit just so I can restock my Trace Rifle. But yeah, now for aspects and fragments, for starters, Stormcaller, Chaos Reach, definitely Chaos Reach anyway. Chaos Reach is great for DPS. Now, obviously with Chaos Reach, it was really good with the pre-nerf Geomag, if you guys remember that, but I don't want to hold this up for too long, so I'm just going to get into everything right now. So for aspects, fragments, Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Ball Lightning, Storm Grenade. For aspects, Lightning Surge as well as Electronic Static Mind. What these do is, while sliding, activate your charge melee ability to blink forward, and then defeating targets with arc abilities or defeating jointed or blinded targets create an iconic trace, and collecting an ionic trace makes you amplified. So this build's going to rely on you getting amplified. For aspects, Sparks of Beacons, Spark of Resistance, Spark of Magnitude, and Spark of Vaults. Now, this build is going to rely on you going, whatever it's called, But yeah, we're going to head right into a lost sector. Now, before you guys head in the comments and say, this build sucks, this build's not good because you're in a lost sector. I promise you, this build is lethal as long as, you pair with the right stuff. You don't need to use this Trace Rifle. I'm only using it because it's Arc. There's obviously better Arc, things you can use as a secondary, But yeah, anyways. Obviously, you're going to want to run the top DPS meta, which is GLs, but yeah. Now, let's start with killing Arc things, right? Spark of Resistance, we see this. Now, we're amplified. Now, killing enemies with Arc makes, enemies blinded. So if you guys look, let's kill that enemy. See how these enemies are now blinded? Also, ignore if my game audio is super high here. But, this is going to blind enemies, and it's going to really help you with ad clear. But, look at that. Ideally, and your storm nades are going to be a lot better, and it's just going to be really nice. But yeah, obviously you can run mods, stuff like that, but look at this, see what happens when I have, but boom. Obviously this thing is kind of bad for, endgame PvE and stuff like that, but this is just an example, something you could use with it. But right now, GLs are actually currently bugged, I believe. They're doing 50% more damage than what they should be. But look at that, pretty nasty build. I'm going to be running this build a lot in day ones and stuff like that. But yeah. If you guys find this video helpful or informative, hit that like button, sub, and have a great rest of your day. Peace out, Guardians.